All right, gang, welcome to Saturday's workout. We have some gymnastics fun stuff for you today. So we're gonna start with some handstand kick-ups. We can use a wall. I prefer you do this freestanding for today. I'm gonna show you how to scale this appropriately, but we're gonna start with your hands on the ground. No one's swinging into it like a maniac. You're gonna start with your legs split. You're gonna kick up, switch, and come down. So you're gonna come down on the opposite foot, kick up, switch, come down. So you can keep these relatively low if you have to, but we should be switching every time. Second movement, we're gonna do a 10-second crow hold. So if you know how to do a crow hold, you're gonna set up, bend your knees, should create either a flat surface or a groove in the middle of your knee. That's gonna go on top of your tricep. You're not gonna go on the inside, although it might be easier for some of you, but first I want you to try it directly on. You're gonna lean with your chest up. Your scaling option is just to stay here, being pretty light on your toes. And then our extra prescribed is gonna be lifting up and holding. We're gonna accumulate 10 seconds. Notice I'm keeping my chest up, not ducking under. So 10 seconds there. From that, I want you to find something soft to put your head on, a beanie, fold up a jacket, whatever you have. And we're gonna do 4 headstands to plank. So if you don't have a headstand, we're just gonna work on holding that headstand for around 10 to 15 seconds. Start with the flat of your head on the ground, hands in front in that tripod position. You're gonna walk your toes up slow. You're gonna lift one foot and you're gonna use your hands to strict press the other. Now you're gonna let it lean towards that back wall, set into that plank and reset on your head. 4 reps. That's 1, let it start to fall, push, 2. So we'll accumulate 4 of those. If you're not quite there, again, we're just gonna practice that headstand. You can even leave a foot on the ground, starting to shift your weight onto your head. And lastly, a little bit of some sideways walking here. So set up about 10 feet for yourself. So from this line to that line, I'm gonna face this way. Hands in front, I'm gonna get a little height and get my feet ahead. Hands in front, feet ahead. So that took me about 2 reps to get over, 2 reps on the way back. 1, 2. All right, that's your gymnastics warm-up. All right, for part A today, in your handstand holds, what we're gonna do is you're gonna set a timer up for 4 minutes. Within that 4 minutes, what I would like you to do is accumulate 2 minutes holding a handstand up against the wall, either wall facing or facing away. You can break it up however you want, but you have 4 minutes to complete 2 minutes worth of a hold. Or, for those of you a little more advanced, which there are a lot of you, you're gonna try to accumulate 1 minute in a freestanding handstand hold. So if you're doing 5 seconds at a time, you're gonna wanna keep kicking back up, trying to accumulate as much time as you can in that 4 minutes. If you get done early, you got 2 minutes of brisk. Cool? Right, part B. So what we have 3 rounds. We're gonna do 14 handstand head touches. So that's 14 total. Ideally, you're gonna use a wall set up and practice shifting your hips as we get into those head touches. The closer you get to the wall, the more difficult it is. And if you wanna kick up, obviously that's a little more advanced. And then there's a lot of you that are just gonna do this freestanding. I would love for you to kick up and try to accumulate a couple reps at a time, come back down until you get to 14. The second movement is we're doing a little bit of a complex with our strict handstand push-up. This can be done on a box, but ideally if you have strict handstand push-ups, you're gonna use the wall. 1 rep is gonna be a half handstand push-up and then a full. And I'll show you what that looks like. And we're gonna do that 4 times. So what we're looking at is we're going to kick up, come down, tap your head, halfway, tap your head, full. Come down, that's 1, halfway, tap your head, 2, half, up, 3, until we get to 4 reps. For those of you scaling, we can do the same thing on a box. Start half, back down, full, or using dumbbells. Half, back down, full. Cool.
Hello friends! Today is the first day of your CrossFit competition online for supporting your local box. We're going to do these workouts on Saturday. If you miss out though, you can do it anytime. You have 3 weeks, okay? The first workout they've released is a 10-minute AMRAP, 10 air squats, 9 dumbbell snatches on your right arm, 10 push-ups, 9 dumbbell snatches on your left arm. So we're not alternating like we normally do, okay? So you're gonna start with air squats. So we're gonna squat down, and I would use your arms to scoop yourself up. So you're gonna do 10 of those. Then you're gonna grab your dumbbell in the right arm, and we're gonna snatch, overhead, tap, overhead, make sure both sides of the dumbbell touch the ground, and finish with that arm locked out. Your third movement is 10 push-ups. Ideally, you're gonna do these on your toes, but if you have to scale to your knees, you can. Chest to deck and up, chest and up. We will not take this. So, this workout may not be judged. However, we expect all of you to hold a standard. If you are doing them on your knees, same principle. Keep your core active and tight. Chest to deck and up. Okay, elbows at 45 degrees. Then your last movement, dumbbell snatch. Except now we're on our left. So all the way up. Both ends. No alternating. That's your workout.